we working with today then?
So we're going to work with coffee beans today. We've been given some coffee from Workshop Coffee, but we thought we would paint them in some different colours, which you're very kindly helping me do now. And actually some of the aromas that are within this particular coffee pack are the inspiration behind the colours that we're going to use. So we've got peach and melon.
Lovely, nice idea. And so for the object project today, how do you think you're going to interpret the brief?
Well, I'm going to make a stop motion, which is something I love to create. But because we're here in this space, I'm going to do it a little bit differently. And I'd also like to kind of inspire people to have a go at creating a stop motion for the project themselves. So I want to show you how it can be done really easily with an iPhone using an app, so that everyone can have a play with stop motion and see how fun it is.
It's nice and accessible.
Yeah.
What tools do you find yourself using when you're creating a stop motion then?
So if I'm at home, I'm usually using a camera and a laptop, but we've been creating on a phone today, and the app is the Stop Motion Studio. It's a brilliant app because it does a lot of the hard work for you. Also, A Colour Story is a great app. You can now take video. It used to be a photo app, and you can now take video in there and enhance the colours, change the exposure, mess around with it and get a really interesting look to your footage.
So when did you first start using Instagram then?
So I started using Instagram a few months after it had actually launched. I'd been over on Flickr initially and kind of had a community there and sharing work regularly, my pictures, and had made friends, real kind of online friends. And one of those friends was like, you've got to get over on Instagram. And I was like, really, do I need another platform? There already seems to be too many. And she was like, yeah, but it's so great because you can just take pictures on your iPhone and share them straight away. There's none of this having to do it on your camera and then upload it to Flickr. And what I found was that the community and the people and the friends that I'd made slowly started to move over to Instagram. And we sort of created another community over there. And I loved sharing iPhone pictures, and the borders and the filters were all really fun, and it was just really fun initially. So yeah, I loved the instant be in the moment and share a picture element of it.
Where do you tend to find that you get your inspiration from?
I think it can come from anywhere. I find, like, online, Pinterest is really brilliant, and you can be on a particular project or have an idea and you can go there and get more ideas and more inspiration. But I also find just real life can be really inspiring. I might go into a shop and find a prop that suddenly gives me an idea for a stop motion, or I might see a film and see how certain shots are composed, or some story elements that I then maybe want to kind of transfer into my own work. Or on Instagram itself is loads of inspiration, you know, lots of amazing photographers and people seeing the world in such a different, unique way that those sort of ideas seep into your mind, and then, yeah, you kind of turn them into your own ideas.
So you took quite a playful approach today with object_project_coffee. For people who might not have that inclination, what tips would you give them then?
Well, coffee is used so much on Instagram, isn't it? You know, with top down or people in cafes. So I think there's so many different ways. There's so many different types of coffee. There's so many different shots and angles that you could shoot from. I think you could do it in a traditional Instagram way, or you could do it in a more playful way. I think both options are really great.
Absolutely. I think like what you've created today really kind of shows how kind of creative and playful you can be with it. But of course, there's so much material on there for inspiration on Instagram.
Yeah.
So with all that in mind, what do you think you'll be looking for when judging?
Obviously, we've talked about stop motion today, so it would be great to see people have a go and play with that. There's also other video options like cinemagraphs or maybe a little bit of video footage. But if that feels too scary, then yeah, a great striking image, or perhaps something that tells a little bit of a story about you or the coffee or what you like to do when you're drinking coffee would be really great.